All right, I'm back here as we enter the front door of the Tiffin. I want to point out the construction. They make their own doors. Tiffin makes their own screens. These are things that most companies purchase and assemble. Tiffin produces all their own materials when it comes to these types of things, and they do a really good job at doing that. So they have this lighted handle as you enter. There's one of the vacuum connectors here. That's your main power buttons and lights and whatnot. Get this door closed. A lot of detail, just like little things like the handle they add here to grab the door. That's actually something pretty new and it really helps. This is called the amber glazed wood. I would say it looks a little more yellowish orange in the video I'm noticing than it does in life, and so I'll try to include some photographs of it where it's maybe not picking up the light the same. But anyway, it's a beautiful light coach, very open. Like I said, this kitchen window gives you tons of light, and you can also pull the shade down on that. And they use a high quality, it's called an MCD blind that will black out or filter. That's the blackout. So let's take a look at these countertops. Really high quality. You've got your docking station here. There's also 3 more plugs up here. Actually 3 more plugs. Big sink, residential style faucets, really nice backsplash with real tile. Same kind of control you saw in the Hurricane. This one does not come with an app, so just know that everything's on here, not on your phone, in the Tiffin. They just haven't, it's the same exact brand, but they just haven't crossed over with an app, and I don't know why, but that's it there. So this is a slide out pantry. Tiffin, not only the front piece is wood, which is most brands, but just it's a really fine piece of wood, and the whole thing is also wood. In most brands, back here it's laminated, or over here it's a laminate sticker that can peel off. Tiffin's is all solid wood as far as the entire structural frame. So you've got tons of storage when it comes to these Tiffins. You've got a convection microwave that bakes and microwaves. So everything's right there. You've got a residential grade cooktop, 3 burner. This can be taken off this cover or just folded back. See if I can do that for you. I'll fold it back. Kind of becomes its own backsplash, but it can also be removed just by sliding this on each side. Just as to let you know, if for some reason you wanted 2 ovens, you could actually have another oven installed down here. It is possible, but most people find it's more than adequate and they'd rather have the storage. So you actually have a place for some forks and spoons. Another here. This area is also pretty spacious and open, and there's also room to slide your sink covers down below. Let's take a look at your fridge and freezer. This is a Maytag. It's got an ice maker. It's basically a residential size. It's probably 17 to 20 cubic foot. So here's your drop down bed over here. I already put it down for you. It holds a single person. So if having the queen bed up on top is just gonna work better for you and your family, then like I said, there's the other option with the Hurricane. Still a great coach, but Tiffin's opted to use the single, and so there's a lot of other sleeping spaces, so this makes up to 9 with this one. And most people find that it really is more than enough. And you also have this giant floor if you ever needed more. As you can see, I did that all with one hand, so it's pretty easy to maneuver. The materials that Tiffin uses are just incredible. Their dash is a little different layout than the last stuff, but it's still the upgraded chassis, the new engine. There's the leveling. They have a separate screen for their backup and side camera, so as soon as you put your signal on, you get the other view. Okay, so it's a wide angle lens too that sees either all across the freeway with the rear lens or really great view on the sides. I love this Kenwood stereo they've been using the last couple of years. It has this great maneuverability, so if you're getting glare from the sun, you can maneuver it dramatically to affect how the glare is seen while you're sitting in the driver's seat. So it tilts it in dramatic fashion or just keeps it completely flush. And so it just helps when you're driving, I guess, to see the screen better. And then you can still put a disc behind it. And it does navigation and everything else, Bluetooth. It's definitely the highest quality that I've seen in a motorhome. Nice little station down here to put stuff. Low doghouse step though overall, so it's really easy to get it in and out. Electric seats both sides. Of course, these both swivel. There's still a kick out when you turn your seat around. There's a kick out for the passenger to have, or whoever's sitting here, so they can have their feet out, of course, and recline back or whatever. Everything Tiffin does, even this vent, this heating vent here, it's still covered with a nice piece of wood. That's kind of just an example of how they do things. Has the Wi-Fi Ranger, which is giving you access to the Wi-Fi, or simply creating a firewall around your coach, so when you sign into the campsites, it's you're not getting hacked. You sign in through, you have your own protection first. Solar controller. This is the massive inverter controller. Has its own built-in auto gen start. There's control for your awning. So this is just the same, has also that auto gen start feature, which is amazing. So let's look at the sofa here. Well, first the dinette. This dinette has a lower backrest, but it's actually wider this way by about, it's a good 10 inches. So it actually gives you a little bit better seating. There's a really good storage compartment down below, both sides. And this, of course, goes down and makes into a bed. I think it's about 5 foot 10 inches long overall. This is a new sofa that Tiffin's using as of this year, 2011, and I've done it only a couple times, but I remember it was really easy to make the bed. So I'm gonna see if I can do it one-handed. If not, I'll put the phone down. In the past, they've done a really cool thing where they've had, okay, it's the same as before. So you have this, basically just, I didn't even need to take those off. It's just a pull-out air coil queen mattress, seat belts down below. So actually what they did is they just changed the design of it. It looks different. So I thought it was a fold down, but it's not. It's a full pull-out air coil. So it's got basically, when it's full of air, it only takes a couple minutes to fill, and it comes with a pump. It is like a pillow top mattress, so it's very comfortable, easy to set up, and very comfortable to sit on. So let me get the generator on. This is a good place for a break, so I'll make it in 3 videos instead of 2, so it'll be a little quicker to upload than this one massive video. So I'll take a break right here.